Hello, Aries, and welcome to your December 2015 General Tarot Card Read. My name is Dee, and I'd like to thank you for taking the time to stop by and watch this video. I know there's a lot of people out there in YouTube land that does the same thing that I do, but you've kind of found me, and you either subscribe to me or you just found me in a search. So I just ask that you'll take the time to watch the whole video because I think there's a lot of stuff in here that it's going to pertain to a lot of different people. So when I do general tarot card reads for the month, I usually pull a card for each week. And last month I was planning on using the card, the fifth card that I used to segue into the month of December. And so just to kind of recap, we talked about new skills, building on what you have, a change of luck for the good, and the planning. And then that quote that I really felt was important for you guys: the foundation of your future will be laid upon the good deeds of the present. Well, I was told not to use that deck. And I was told to go ahead and do a different spread for you guys. I did get a card for overall, and I've got a couple oracle cards, but I have 2 cards for each week for you. And I also am usually given numbers, or sometimes I see spirit animals, sometimes I see colors. Well, you guys got all 3. So the color for you guys this month is blue. Now, blue is a calming color. It brings about peace. So if you can, wear blue. Use a lot of different blue around you. Maybe paint a wall blue. I don't know. And then for your spirit animal, which I thought was interesting, I got the lion. And as I was doing your spread, I kept seeing lions everywhere. Lions everywhere. And lions are relentless fighters in the face of life's challenges. They're full of courage. They're full of strength. They're the king of the forest, of the jungle. They don't care. They don't put up with anything. So for you guys this month, I want you to take on the spirit of the lion. Be courageous, be bold, be relentless in your fight, and be the king that you are, or the queen, depending on if you're male or female. Then I got the number 8. Now, 8 is 4 plus 4, and in numerology, 4 is a foundation number. Just like you need a table with, it does better with 4 legs than it does with 3. So 4 is like a foundation. But when you have 2 4s upon each other, it is 8, and 8 is a solid foundation. Now, again, we're talking about foundations, which I thought was kind of interesting, because at the time I'm given stuff, and I don't know why, but I look it up and there it is. So you guys are laying foundations. You're continuing on what you did in November, and you're laying the foundations again in December. So keep that in mind. And you guys are a foundation. You're a foundation in your family. You're a foundation at your work. Remember that when things kind of go awry around you, you are a foundation, and you have that foundation. So to start off with, I was given an overall card, which was the Lovers. Now, when I started your read and I was doing the meditation for this read, a spirit of gentleness just washed over me. Now, for some of you guys, you've had kind of a rough month and you're tired, and there's some good stuff that's been happening, but you just kind of need that break. So I would just suggest that you take some time to meditate, sit back, close your eyes, and just let that spirit of gentleness wash over you, give you peace and love so that you can feel it all around you. And carry that with you. Be courageous, be strong, walk in peace. Just let that gentleness wrap around you, because you're going to need to be gentle this month to some of your family, to some of your friends. The Lovers are about relationships, and for some people it's about the fact of romantic relationships, but for a lot of the people it ties into emotional decisions that need to be made. Sometimes it can be work versus love. Sometimes it's just emotional decisions with family members or the people that are close to you. So this month you're going to have a lot of emotional decisions you need to make. I really see it for you, but it'll be a good thing in the long run. Now, I was told to use a different deck, which I said, and I was told not to go ahead and pull that card, but the first card that I pulled from this deck was the 4 of Wands. I'm switching hands here so you guys can see a little bit better. Now, the Four of Wands is about happiness, rest, success, your past endeavors being a well-earned rest from cares. It's going to be a successful week for you. There's going to be some unexpected good fortune, which we already talked about. And then at the end of the week, for you, I got the Hermit. Now, the Hermit is a card of solitude. It's also a card of attainment. And attainment is actually the action or fact of achieving a goal toward which one has worked. So all these things that you've worked toward, you're going to get a little bit of time, a respite to be quiet and have that solitude. But it's also going to give you some time to rethink your goals and use practical resources to come to decisions for you. So take the time at the end of the week to rest, do something good for you, go out for a walk, just do what you need to, maybe go to the gym and just have that quiet time for yourself so that you can think about things that are going on in your life. For the second week, I got the Six of Pentacles. Now, the Six of Pentacles is a card of just rewards, receiving what is due to you, whether it be positive or negative. But mostly it's being observant and helping others in need. The thing I like about this card is the guy here is giving money to the people that are destitute and at his feet. He looks pretty well off, and the people below him are not. So this week, it's all about giving. You guys need to turn around and give to the people around you, the people that you love, people that are less fortunate than you. And you may think, oh, but I've been doing this. But the thing is that you need to really make a conscious effort to do that this week. In fact, there's going to be some people come to you and from your family that's going to need money. I would say go ahead and give it to them. If you're in a financial place where it's not going to cause problems, go ahead and give it to them. Because when you open yourself up to give, it also opens yourself up to receive. It's almost like a vessel. Stuff comes down from above and goes out and through you, and it's just like a cycle. So keep that in mind this week, because you doing that's going to bring you the world. Now, the world is the end of the cycle of the major arcana, and the world means everything's at your feet, achieving success and goals, joy, assured success. But for some people, it can also mean a change of place physically, where you actually are moving and stuff this week, or you're going to be getting an offer to move, or maybe even go to a new country. So keep that in mind. Make your decisions rationally and go ahead and give to those people in need that week. So the third week was kind of interesting for me, because there's like a story for the rest of the cards here for you guys. So we're going to start off, but this is the Queen of Wands. Now, the Queen of Wands is a magnetic personality. She's animated. She's courageous. Again, there's your word, courageous. She's friendly. She embodies all of the stuff that the King of Wands does, very much commanding presence, but she does it with a little bit more humor and grace. So for some of you, you need to embody these characteristics. And for some of you, you already are the Queen of Wands. And for some of you, you're going to meet a Queen of Wands, and she's going to come into your life and help you out, or maybe even have a romantic interest. Because again, we got the Lovers for this month. So keep that in mind. And at the end of the week, I received the Eight of Pentacles. Now, at the end of this week, you're going to have a lot of new skills and new opportunities that you need to work on at work. So with your employment, skills in craft and business. It also, again, is a card of karma, reaping the benefits of your past work. So keep working on your new skills. Be courageous in what you do, and have a good humor about it all. In the fourth week, I received the King of Swords. Now, the King of Swords is somebody that is militant, very intelligent. He is powerful, commanding, and I thought it was interesting because he ended up right next to the Queen. And again, because we're talking about the Lovers, I think that for some of you, you are the King of Swords, and you're going to meet a Queen. And for some of you, you are the Queen of Wands, and you're going to meet a King of Swords. So kind of watch out this week, this month, because this is actually going to be a good thing, because again, you got the Lovers. So in the fourth week, oops, my camera fell. In the fourth week, you'll probably meet the King of Swords, or become like the King of Swords. And below that, at that week, was also Strength. And there's your Lion again. So Strength is power, action, courage, inner strength, calm persuasion that can bring you to victory. Now, one thing I forgot to bring about with the King of Swords for that week is I really believe that you need to do things by the rules this week. If you don't do things by the rules this week, you could lose. Now, I don't know why I've got that caution, but there's some of you, when you get to that week, you might have an opportunity to cut corners. Don't do it. Follow the rules or you will lose. And just rely on that inner strength and courage that you have, because this is going to carry you to victory if you're calm and follow the rules. So do that this week. Let me know how that goes too. Then in the fifth week, which is at the end of the year, the card I got was the Five of Swords. I really feel that there's going to be some slander and arguments around you guys. There's going to be some problems and troubles that are going to arise from rash behaviors of the people around you. But the thing which I thought was neat is that this man here is holding 3 of the swords. 2 are on the ground, and the 2 that are defeated are walking away. I truly believe that even though that you're going to have the slander and other things going around you at the time, you are going to succeed. So keep that in mind. You're going to be holding the 3 swords. Even though there's 2 of them that you might lose on the ground, you're still going to be ahead. The last card is kind of hard to deal with for a lot of people because I got Death. Now, death is the end. It can be destruction. It can actually be corruption. But I thought that it was kind of appropriate that it was the last card that you'll have for the year of 2015. I know that you guys have had a lot of stuff happen this year for you, but I truly believe that this is a card of transformation for you. I don't believe it signifies an actual death. I believe that it signifies an end to a cycle for you, and that this new year is going to be a really good year for you. It's going to bring about transformation. Illusions are going to be stripped away. It's going to leave you with the bare truth, but it's going to bring a dramatic and radical change for you, and it's going to be for the good. So keep that in mind, even though, again, like I said, death can be a scary card. It's not going to be a scary instance. It's going to bring about good changes and good transformation. At the time, it may rock your world, but in the end, it will bring about good things. So the 2 cards that I received for you are your oracle cards. And of course, the first one is your Lion. And it's called Have Courage. Now, it talks about when there are times when you feel small, afraid, and alone in the world, but really you're not alone. Just close your eyes and let that gentleness wash over you. In fact, I feel that some of you even have spirit guides that are very gentle and watch out for you. You're watched over and cherished by the Great Spirit and Gaia. Know that you have within you the strength to overcome all obstacles placed in your path, no matter how daunting or large they may seem. Have courage. Now is the time to trust in yourself and have confidence that you will overcome all. And then the other card here is called Know Your Power. The interesting thing about this card is that you have a choice in all things. And your power is born of the freedom to choose, but with that freedom comes the burden of responsibility. To know your power, you must accept the responsibility for your part in all you experience, even when you allow another to impose their choice or will upon you. You have the power to choose whether you wear a saddle or a bridle, or if another will ride upon your back. Own your power, know it, and see it in all of your choices and actions. So this month, just to kind of recap, blue is your color, 8 is your number. You've got the spirit of Lion about you. Use that courage and that strength to get you through the month. Yes, there's going to be a dramatic change at the end of the month. For some of you, you're going to either meet the Queen of Wands or you're going to meet the King of Swords. And just during this time, let that gentleness wash over you. When you need that time, take the moment, take your solitude, and just bathe in that strength and that gentleness that washes over you. If you like what you've heard, leave me a comment. Even if you didn't like what you heard, leave me a comment. I want to know what I can do to help you guys. So feel free to do that. And I want to make this channel into something to help all of us and to empower. So have a wonderful month. I'll be putting together a yearly spread for you guys. So walk in peace, light, and love. And until we meet again.